If you're thinking about selling your home in Centennial, there's one question almost every seller asks sooner or later. What am I actually going to pay in closing costs? And more importantly, how much will I really walk away with? If you want clear answers without the fluff, you're in the right place. I'm Zach Otten with Peak Elevation Homes at Real Brokerage, and I help homeowners across South Metro Denver understand the real numbers before they list. Today, I'm going to walk you through what sellers typically pay in closing costs here in Centennial, so there are no surprises on closing day. Let's start with the big picture. When you sell a home in Centennial, seller closing costs usually land somewhere between 6 and 9% of the sale price. That's a wide range, and the reason is simple. Not all costs are fixed. Some are negotiable, some depend on how you structure the deal, and some depend on what you agree to during negotiations. My goal is to help you understand what's normal, what's optional, and what you can actually influence. The largest line item for most Centennial sellers is real estate commissions. This typically covers both the listing agent and the buyer's agent. This is also where strategy matters. Commission isn't just a fee, it's an investment in pricing strategy, marketing, negotiation, and protecting your net. A strong listing strategy can often offset commission costs by helping you sell faster, avoid unnecessary concessions, and protect your final sales price. What matters most isn't what you pay, it's what you keep. Next are title-related costs. In Centennial, sellers usually pay for the owner's title insurance policy, which protects the buyer against past ownership or lien issues. You'll also see title settlement or closing fees, which cover the administrative work of transferring ownership. These costs are fairly standard and predictable, but they're important to budget for upfront so they don't catch you off guard. Another category to expect is prorations. These aren't really fees, but they do affect your bottom line. Property taxes are prorated based on the day you close, meaning you'll pay your share for the portion of the year you owned the home. The same applies to HOA dues if you live in a Centennial neighborhood with an association. You're not paying extra, you're just settling up fairly with the buyer. Now let's talk about concessions, because this is where sellers can lose control if they're not prepared. Buyer concessions might include covering part of the buyer's closing costs, addressing inspection items, or offering a credit instead of making repairs. In a balanced market, these requests are normal. The key is knowing what's reasonable. Sometimes a small credit protects your price and keeps the deal moving. Other times, pushing back is the smarter move. This is where experience matters, because not all concessions hurt you equally. One thing many sellers overlook is how preparation affects closing costs. Homes that are priced correctly and show well tend to attract stronger offers with fewer concessions. When buyers feel confident about a home, they're less likely to ask for credits or renegotiate after inspections. That's why pre-listing prep, cleaning, light updates, and clear disclosures often saves you money on the back end, even if it feels like an upfront investment. So what should you take away from all this? First, seller closing costs in Centennial are predictable when you plan ahead. Second, you have more control than you think, especially when it comes to pricing, concessions, and strategy. And third, the smartest move you can make before listing is understanding your net proceeds early, not after you're already under contract. If you're thinking about selling your home in Centennial and want a clear, personalized breakdown of what your closing costs would look like and what you'd likely walk away with, I'd be happy to help. I'm Zach Otten with Peak Elevation Homes at Real Brokerage here in South Metro Denver. Book a What Will I Net consultation and we'll walk through your numbers together so you can move forward with clarity and confidence.